Hare Krishna, Namaste, Chapter 18, which is entitled as Sannyasa Yoga. Sloka 61, Part 2. īśvaraḥ sarva-bhūtānāṁ hṛd-deśe Arjuna tiṣṭhati bhrāmayan sarva-bhūtāni yantrārūḍhāni māyayā. Arjuna, O Arjuna, īśvaraḥ, the Supreme Lord, the ruler of all, sarva-bhūtānāṁ, of all living entities, hṛd-deśe, in the region called the heart, from which arises all knowledge, yantrārūḍhāni, the living being mounted on a machine compressing all the organs and senses of the body, māyayā, through prakriti, with its threefold gunas, sattva, rajas and tamas. Here māyayā does not refer to illusion or false existence. It is the prakriti which is with the threefold gunas, mode of goodness, mode of passion and mode of ignorance. Here the prakriti refers to the body, and this body is completely based on the previous karma vasanas. Bhrāmayan, enabling them to act. Tiṣṭhati, dwells. So the two questions which was raised earlier. Number one, if you become udāsīna, then how will I fight? How can I function without your help? If you still say that I can function without your help, what will happen to your sarva-karnatvam? In this sloka, the answers are very obvious, where Krishna says, tiṣṭhati, I reside, I dwell within your hṛd-deśe, the region of heart. Since He is situated, the Lord is situated within the heart, there is no lack on a sarva-karnatvam. And when the sloka says bhrāmayan, that means the Lord within the jivatma makes him act. It is the jivatma which does the activities. It's not the Lord who does activities for the jivatma. That is not the right understanding. Since the Lord enables one to act, the jiva swatantriya, the free will given to the living entities, are not taken away. Therefore, it is very clear that Jivatma has kartrutvam, doership. The Lord enables the Jivatma to act. Therefore, the Lord has sarva-karnatvam. And the way that Lord makes the living entities perform an activities is based on māyayā, based on the three gunas. And this will vary for each and every living entities based upon their previous karma vasanas. Now let's see the translation. The Supreme Lord is situated in everyone's heart, O Arjuna, and is directing the wanderings of all living entities who are seated as on a machine made of the material energy. Easy way of understanding this sloka is like a person is mounted into a ferry wheel, and the ferry wheel is controlled by the operator, where he spins the ferry wheel. Sometimes a person who's mounted in the ferry wheel goes up, and after some time it comes down, again goes up and again comes down. So, like the operator, it is īśvaraḥ, who is the Lord of all, activates all the beings who are mounted on a machine in the form of the body, and the body which is in tune with their gunas. The Lord, through His energy called māyayā shakti, that is nothing but the threefold gunas, spins the living entities around. He does that by being situated in the hearts of the beings. Before entering into the details, there are 3 terms that we need to get familiar with. We have used in past, but just to recollect them. Number 1, karanatvam. Number 2, vyapakatvam. Number 3, niyantritvam. These 3 are quite important qualities of the Supreme Lord. Karanatvam, that is cause of everything. Vyapakatvam, he is omnipresent, he is pervaded everywhere. Number 3, niyantritvam, he is the ruler, the Lord of everything. In the Sloka, īśvaraḥ has been used, which refers to niyantritvam, rulership, a ruler like a king. The king can rule the country, but he cannot be omnipresent, which is vyapakatvam. The sky has vyapakatvam, but the sky does not have niyantritvam. It cannot become a ruler. Whereas the Lord has both vyapakatvam and niyantritvam, and of course karanatvam as well. In the 9th chapter, 4th sloka, Krishna already told is vyapakatvam. Māyayā tadamidam sarvam jagat avyakta murtina matsthani sarva-bhūtāni nachaham peshu avastitaha. Maya, by me, in my unmanifested form, this entire universe is pervaded. So the vyapakatvam is clearly stated over there. So when Krishna says īśvaraḥ, it is not only for a set of people, or it is not for only those who believes in Krishna. Irrespective of whether one believes or doesn't believe, he is the ruler, he is the Lord of every living entity. This includes everyone. Then one may ask, why do we hear the name īśvaraḥ to others as well? It is just used as aupacharikam, meaning not the fact, but used for the sake of saying with some respect. Because the other person who called by the term īśvaraḥ possesses some little quality of the Supreme Lord. He may be īśvaraḥ for some limited people or a group or a place, but not for the entire creation. Brahma can also be called as īśvaraḥ, as he is ruler of this universe. Indra can be called as īśvaraḥ for certain planets. Swami Vedanta Desikan, in his Tatparya Chandrika, a commentary on the commentary of Sripad Ramanujacharya's Gita Bhashya, says Sarva Niyamana Shilaha Vasudevaha. That is, Vasudeva, Krishna, is the Lord of all lords, of all the universes. The Lord's Vyapakatvam, the omnipresence, is mainly referred by 3 names: Narayana, Vasudeva, Vishnu. As it is said in the mantras, Narayanaya Vidmahe Vasudevaya Dhimahi Tanno Vishnu Prachodayat. Vasu means Sarvatra Vasatiti Vasuhu, one who resides everywhere in all places. Therefore, he is called as Vasudeva. Narayana. Besides him, everything else is Naraha, the living entities. For those Naraha, he is the resort, Ayana. Therefore, Narayana, one who is shelter for all the living entities. And he is Narayana because he resides even within those Naras, living entities. Therefore, this Nama, name, clearly defines the omnipresence, Vyapakatvam, of the Supreme Lord. So if we just say Narayana, it is Nama. If we say Om Namo Narayana, it is mantra. If we just say Vasudeva, it is Nama. If we say Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, it is mantra. If we just say Vishnu, it is nama. If we say Om Namo Vishnave, it is mantra. All these mantras indicate that the Lord's omnipresence. The other names of the Lord does not define this particular vyapakatvam of the Lord. Now, an interesting question may arise. Then why did Desikan in his commentary uses sarva-niyamana shilaha Vasudevaha? Why not sarva-niyamana shilaha Narayanaha or sarva-niyamana shilaha Vishnuhu? Why specifically is using Vasudeva Nama? It is quite interesting to know the reason. In the later slokas, Krishna is going to use some statements like surrender unto that Īśvara. It is that Īśvara who pervades everywhere. So Krishna is going to use a third person statements. If it is said sarva niyamana shilaha Narayanaha or sarva niyamana shilaha Vishnuhu, then again there may be a question, where is that Narayana? Where is that Vishnu? Or it may differentiate Krishna from Narayana and Vishnu, because Krishna is the one who is speaking these things to Arjuna. To avoid such confusions, Desikan very beautifully in his commentary writes sarva niyamana shilaha Vasudevaha. That is, it is Krishna who is son of Vasudeva, who is standing right in front of Arjuna, is that Īśvara, who is Narayana, who is Vishnu. So two meanings to Vasudeva Nama. One, Sarvatra Vasati iti Vasudevaha. He is Vasudeva because he resides in all places. Number two, Vasudevasya apatyam puman Vasudevaha. As he is son of Vasudeva, therefore he is Vasudeva. So that Lord who is omnipresent is the son of Vasudeva, who is called as Vasudeva. Therefore, we should understand that this name, this term Īśvara, does not refer to anyone else. They may be called as Īśvara, but they don't have this particular quality of Vyapakatvam, omnipresence. This is also very clearly stated in the 9th chapter, 10th sloka. Māyayā prakatihi sūyate ca sarācharam hetunānena kaunteya jagat vipari vartate. This Prakriti, material nature, which is one of my energies, is working under my direction. O son of Kunti, producing all moving and non-moving beings, under its rule, this manifestation is created and annihilated again and again. In this sloka, Maya, under my direction, has been used, whereas in the current sloka, 61st sloka that we are in, Krishna says īśvaraḥ. Then we have to link these two slokas that this Īśvara is none other than Maya, I, who mentioned in the 9th chapter, 10th sloka. Of course, there are many other slokas as well which can be connected to this sloka where Krishna refers himself as Īśvara, but as a third person. Some other references are in the 15th chapter, 15th sloka. Krishna says, Sarvasya chaham hṛdi sannivishtaha matta smritir jnanam apohanam cha. I am seated in everyone's heart, and from me comes remembrance, knowledge, and forgetfulness. In 10th chapter, 8th sloka, Krishna says, Mattas sarvam pravartate, aham sarvasya prabhavaha, mattas sarvam pravartate. That I am the only creator of all the entities, and that everything in the world moves on because of me. Not only in Bhagavad Gita, also in other places. For example, in Mahanarayana Upanishad, it is said, Antar bhagischasat sarvam vyapya narayana sthitaha. The Lord is situated in and out as well. In the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, it is said, ya pritivyam tishtan pritivya antaryoyam pritivyana veda yasa pritivi shariram. That is, the Supreme Lord, Brahman, is situated within the earth, but the earth doesn't know. But the Lord has the earth as his body and controls the earth as antaryami. Ya atmani tishtan atmano antaryoyam atmana veda yasya atma shariram. The Supreme Lord is present within the Jivatma, but the Jivatma doesn't know that the Lord is present within. That Lord, as the Jivatma, has his body and controls the Jivatma as Antaryami. From these two statements from Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, it is very clear that the Supreme Absolute Truth, Brahman, is the soul of both Achit and Chit, and they are part and parcel of the Supreme Lord. And the same is also stated in Shubhala Upanishad. Esha sarva-bhūtānāṁ apahata papma divyah devah yeko narayanah. That Supreme Brahman is the soul of Prithvi, earth, Jivatma, Mrityu, the representative god of death, and etc. All of these are the Shariram, the body of the Lord. Yasya Prithvi Shariram yam Prithvi na veda. The earth is the body of the Lord, part and parcel of the Lord, but the earth doesn't know. Likewise, the living entities are part and parcel of the Lord, but the living entity doesn't know. All the Devatas like Mrityu and so forth are part and parcel of the Lord, but they doesn't know. None of them knows that they are part and parcel of the Lord. Though both Chitta and Achitta are part and parcel of the Lord, the Supreme Lord by himself is untouched by the impurities of Chitta and Achitta. That Brahman is with only divine auspicious qualities, and that Brahman is none other than Narayana, the only God, the only Brahman, and he is the Antaryami, Antaratma of all the living entities. From all these quotes from the scriptures and lot more, it is clear that Krishna, who is only Supreme Īśvaraḥ, who has Niyantritvam, rulership, Vyapakatvam, pervasiveness, and Karanatvam, the cause, Nimitta Karana, Upadhana Karana, and Sahakari Karana, instrumental cause, material cause, and supporting cause as well. And that Lord is situated within everyone's heart. Now the question comes, why is situated in the heart? Why not in the eyes, or in the ears, or on the tip of the nose? Why not in the entire body? We'll discuss this in our next session. Namaste. Hare Krishna.